What is your main driver? And apply it. But then also, you've got to find that in your staff. Because, with one member of staff, it's if you don't do that, you've not got a job. Where the other person is, well, if you do that, you know what? You can have a job for life. It's a different look. So now we've discussed all of that. Now we're going to do, what are the habits? What are the habits that make winners? So one habit is they have a sense of purpose. So what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is they go to work for something more than just the money. They want to change lives. Again, Richard Branson, when he started off Virgin Airways, it wasn't to make money. It was because he felt that there was a gap, a solution that he needed to give the market. It's a really interesting story, actually, that he was meeting his girlfriend on holiday. He had to go to a stopover. At the stopover, the airline just cancelled the flight. So he thought there must be a better way with doing this. He chartered the plane there. There was a plane on the runway, chartered it. Not many people got the luxury of doing that, but he was able to do that. He chartered the flight and then put a sign up, Virgin Airways, $200 a ticket. When they flew to that destination, someone put his arm around and said, you know what, you might have a future in that. And that made him have the idea. But it was a solution. He wanted to give a solution. Where we came from, we wanted a solution for our estate agency business because we weren't getting the service. It wasn't primarily to make the money out of the conveyancing. It was to find the solution for the market, to help clients actually move. They've got to have a sense of purpose. The next thing that winners have is focus. What I mean by that is we've all got too much to do. We all spread ourselves so thinly that sometimes it's very hard to do the things that really count. My advice is, think in your business what really counts. What is the thing that's really making a difference to you? What's the difference between you and everyone else? And focus on that first. Focus on that so much until you've exhausted it. That's the first thing to do. If you do that, you'll get results. Magic happens when you focus. There's a very famous quote: is you are what you think about most of your time. So I'll give you an example of that. If you look around the room and look for anything red, I'm going to ask you a question. Count anything in red. Okay, Mark's got a lovely tie on. I like that red. Now close your eyes. Close your eyes, please, everyone. Now tell me how many things you saw that were blue. Okay, open your eyes. You only look for what you look for. So if you start your day thinking it's going to be a great day, you look for things to support that. If you think to yourself, it's a bad day, I've stubbed my toe, it's a bad day, it starts off, going to the office late. You just look, you focus on the wrong things. So everyone tries to buy a car and then you've not seen the car at all. Then you think, I'm going to have that car. Next thing, everyone's bloody driving the car. You see that all the time because you focus on different things. And you've got to decide in your business, what is it? The next thing is how people deal with failure. Successful people see failure as a need to improve. It's not the end of the world. Einstein said failure is success in progress. So winners are not afraid to fail. Failure means you're on the right track. You've got to take action. We said you've got to take action and nothing will happen. So let me ask someone to guess who this person was or is. She's a winner. In my eyes, she's a winner. But listen to this to see if she had a win in all her life. She grew up in poverty, lived with her grandparents as her mother was not fit to look after her. At 6, she moved in with her mum, though, but was sexually molested by a cousin, uncle, and a family friend. At 13, she ran away from home. At 14, she became pregnant but lost her child. At 17, she won a beauty pageant. She thought it was all changing. She got a job in a small television station, but she was dismissed for being unsuitable for TV. She then moved across the country, got a small television role, and that developed until eventually she became a multi-billionaire. Who was that? Oops, not her. No. Oprah Winfrey. It's Oprah Winfrey. Now, what a life she had. She lost, but now she's a winner. They're not scared of failure. Well, another guess? Who was another guess? Yeah, okay, cool, excellent. So this... Sorry? What was that? What was that? You know, well, okay, yeah. And we have a winner. I do the jokes here. They're not even laughing at my jokes. I mean, this is... I'm going to get you on stage next. So guess this person. He couldn't speak until the age of 4. He failed his entrance exams. Eventually got into university, but almost dropped out. He was very close to his father. He loved his father very much. At the time his father died, he was still in university. His father thought he was a complete failure. After university, he struggled to get a job. He ended up selling insurance door to door. He then got an admin job in a patent office and eventually won the Nobel Prize and discovered relativity. Who's that? It's Albert Einstein. He looks a bit crazy there, though, I must admit. But do you see the people that they're not afraid of failure? If he'd given up, he would have amounted to nothing. Successful people. Where can we learn about our attitude to failure? Well, I know who can teach you this. Who has children in the room? Okay. It's not all of you. Who knows any children? The rest of you. Who was once a child? Okay. Well, copy them. Because when they're small, they fail at walking, for example. Did they give up walking? The lady nodded yes. No, but they keep on giving. They don't worry about failure. It's a matter of keep on trying. So very linked to that is the next concept. Winners have a growth mindset as opposed to a fixed mindset. So what do I mean by that? Fixed mindset is when you feel like you've got limited abilities. So your limited is set. That's it. That's the best you're going to be. Okay? You never feel you can improve. A growth mindset is the opposite. Growth mindset is, if I work hard at this, I can do better. So as a result, they've got very different views on life. A growth mindset is failure is an opportunity to grow. Challenges help me grow. I like to try new things. This is why you've got to look at your staff and look at yourselves and say, why do I do this? Why do I not do this? And it's probably because of this. In my own life, I've got a very growth mindset in certain parts of my life, but in other parts I'm very fixed. So you've got to constantly analyze why are you doing it. Fixed mindset. Failure, that's the limit of my abilities. So if you feel that's the limit of your abilities, you're not going to try. Because if you don't pass, that's you. I'm either good at it or I'm not. When I'm frustrated, I give up. So winners tend to be growth mindset in the areas of their life that counts. The other thing is hard work. Winners work hard. You know, does anyone know anyone successful without working hard? I've been studying 30 years, I never know anyone that's in that category. Work ethic is so much more important than talent. Winning, don't forget, it's supposed to be hard work, because if it wasn't, everyone would win. There'd be less for you guys. There'd be less for you guys. Ha ha. You know, next I thought a laugh sign. That's what I'm going to do. So people, I'm quite well known for getting up very early. I get up between 2:30 and 4 a.m. in the morning. I'm well known for that. So people ask me, well, how do you do that? I want to do it as well. How do you do that? And I say to them, the way to get up early in the morning is get up early in the morning. That's it. There's nothing about it. You just got to do it. You know, you just got to take action. You just got to work hard. You've got to have a work ethic. Who recognises this team? So this is the class of 92, which some people say were the best ever Manchester United team. Now, who recognises anyone in that team? David Beckham, Paul Scholes, Gary Neville. Yeah? These guys all worked hard. They all sacrificed. They all worked really, really hard. They gave up girls. They gave up drink. Had early nights to bed. They all made those sacrifices at that age in their life. Now, the thing is, when you speak to the coaching staff at that time, what they said, the most talented player in the team was this guy. Has anyone heard of this guy? His name is Raphael Burke. According to the coaches, he's the one that they thought was going to make it. He, by his own admission, this is what he does now, by the way. Looked him up on LinkedIn. He's a freelance coach in Bristol. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? But he was the most talented player out of all those guys. And he says himself, he made no sacrifices. He didn't work hard. So talent is not enough. Ronaldo, to my mind, one of the best players in the world. He came back from a Champions League game at 2 o'clock in the morning. The rest of his team, quite rightly, went home. He's the best player in the world. Where do you think he went? He went to the gym at 2 o'clock in the morning. How many people do you know that would, after travelling, doing their job, would go to the gym at 2 o'clock in the morning? It's hard work. The other thing that winners do is they never give up. Winning takes time. It's not an overnight thing. Winning takes time. Winning is like this. Winning in life and business is like this. You get peaks and you get valleys. That's the way it is. There's no other way. Wow. you have shot. It's enough of my jokes now. You have your good days, you have your good weeks, you have your good months, but eventually a valley is going to come. The art is to be ready for that valley and understand that's a valley. I'm going to get to my next peak. You've got to keep that motivation so you never give up. People think they want their life to be a straight line. No worries. It's always going to be a straight line. Be careful what you wish for. Okay? But this is true. This is like life. Life is meant to be ups and downs. That's what life's meant to be. Do not ask for a straight line because that's what happens. You're dead. The people who don't have any problems in their lives are in the graveyard. It's just